What happened when you were born?
In the bush.
Okay.
We used to live in a log cabin.
Mhm.
I was born in the 18th of October, 35.
Yeah.
We had a snowstorm. We had 12 feet of snow.
Mhm. Up to the house? Up on the roof, like.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
Oh wow.
We
Okay.
used to go in the veranda on top to get out of the house or dig us a tunnel.
Oh my God.
Anyway, my grandmother, we were 14. My mother had 14 kids.
What?
Yeah,
But you said you were 6.
the 6 left.
Okay, so 6 grew up with you.
Yes, right.
Your mom had 14 kids.
14 kids. And she lost them when they were young.
How old?
Oh, 2, 3, 5 years old.
Oh my God.
Anyway, when I was born, there was 12 feet of snow, that storm. My mother called the doctor. My mother couldn't go down in the town because there was too much snow.
Yeah.
So I was born at the house where I was.
Mm-hmm.
And she phoned us. Well, she phoned. She didn't phone the doctor. If somebody went to tell the doctor that I was, but we had no phone.
Yeah. So wait, okay, so you had a messenger.
Yeah, well, my grandmother.
Your grandmother went on the horse or what?
No.
What'd she do?
My grandmother couldn't come up either.
Okay.
She went and see the doctor in town. My daughter, I had a boy.
Okay.
Anyway, the doctor came to see me in July.
You were born in October.
Yeah, and he couldn't come up. He came in July.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you were
So my
almost
mother
a year
says,
old.
"Hey, you should have waited another few months. You're gonna go and cut some logs." That's a joke.
To see if. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the doctor came to your mom's after almost a year.
Almost a year. Yeah.
That's nuts.
She says they're big boys.
And
we just eat a lot of eggs. Huh?
yeah, well, that's. What did you eat mostly on the farm? You had corn.
Oh, we had all of our grocery. We used to everything we cultivate.
You didn't buy anything. You would
Well,
live
all
off.
we bought was sugar.
Okay.
We made our own flour. We made our own butter, our own milk.
Ha-
We used to buy beans,
Yeah.
a big bag of beans,
Mhm.
and we used to buy. We make our own flour, beans, and sugar.
Huh. Shoot.
And we used to take the sugar bag to make some sheets and pillowcases.
What?
Yeah, because it was flour. The bags were all flowers, like.
Okay.
That's what they used to make sheets. and
That wasn't
pillowcases.
comfortable.
Huh?
That wasn't comfortable.
And then we
Was
used
it?
to sleep on a straw mattress.
You didn't have real mattresses?
We didn't have a real mattress. We used to have straw mattress.
So you slept on straw and you used bags as sheets and pillowcases?
We used the bag of sugars to make sheets and
Mhm.
pillowcases.
Did you have any blankets at least?
The blanket, my mother and grandmother, they used to make the blanket with all little piece of sheets,
Okay.
all colors.
Mm-hmm. They-
Confortable, they call that.
They knitted it or they used sheets and tied it together?
No, they needed it.
Okay.
And we had a wool blanket. We had the sheets.
Mm.
We used to take the fur off and set it out to get some blanket made, wool blanket.
Oh wow. And when you were young, did you guys barter? Did you guys like trade things with other farmers, or was it? What did you buy things
No,
from
we
people, or
used to. No, we didn't trade. I don't think so. We used to go to the store,
yeah?
sell our wood, and what we had farms for food.
Did you have a contract with people, or you just went around trying to sell as much as you could?
Well, we didn't sell. No, we didn't sell nothing.
So it was just to live.
We lived, and
You didn't make money, like you didn't make extra money.
the extra money we used to cut wood in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we had horses to buy grubs for the winter.
Oh wow. So it was just to live. basically.
That's right.
You didn't have any material things. You just lived with what you had, and that was it.
That's right.
And how did you end up how did you end up moving to Montreal if you had no money? If your family was poor, right? I mean, if you were just living like that, you weren't making extra money. How did you end up going to Montreal?
Well, it didn't cost much money. You see, my mother had a pension.
Okay.
The main sisters, and so we took the train. I took the train and I went up. And when I got to Montreal,
Mhm.
being a farm boy, I was standing at the station
Mhm.
on Dorchester Street, and I started to cry when I seen all that traffic,
You were
the
nervous?
horns. I got scared,
It was a shock.
a shock. I walked from the central station to Drolet Street. That's where I was living.
Okay.
I was paying pension there. So, like I says, I was working at night
Uh-huh.
to deliver an order to pay for my room and board while I was in school.
Okay. Wow. So I want to make sure your mom helped you with the train. Your mom helped you take the train.
Yeah, she had to do, yeah.
And you had planned to move to this person's house before you got there?
Yeah, we
How did
phoned.
you figure that out?
The priest phoned and find me a room and board.
Okay, so the priest referred you,
Yeah,
and then you delivered things?
yeah,
You delivered things to pay for your room and board?
yeah.
Wow.
While I was going to school,
Okay.
I used to work at night.
And it was a year you were doing this.
Yeah,
And you were shocked because in New Brunswick it's quiet
it's quiet.
and there's no one bugging you.
No, nothing. When I came out of the central station,
Mhm.
standing up on Dorchester, and I seen all these cars
Yeah,
passing, the horn. I got scared.
I'm sure.
I was
it's a
supposed to
shock.
take a taxi. I had money to take a taxi to go. I walked.
Oh yeah.
I walked to Drolet from Guy Street to Drolet Street.
How far is that? I don't know.
Oh, I would say, well, I don't want to say a good 3 or 4 miles.
Wow. And you got to wow, I can't believe that. So you don't think of that, eh? When you move and then you realize that there's going to be so many people. You don't realize that. I can't even imagine how that was like. Cuz me, I come here and it's not normal to me. All the birds and everything. It's quiet,
You see,
but
this place there that we built for the guy, for the boy,
yeah.
that's what I like. Quiet, the wood. I like to be quiet.
It's bringing you back to
Saint
your
Hubert,
roots.
there's too many there's too much traffic now.
Yeah. It's like New Brunswick. It's kind of like when you were living with your mom.
That's right.
You were working and you were quiet, and that was it.
That's right.
And now you're working. You're 83 years old and you're working and you're quiet.
Yeah, but because
That's
I wanted
crazy.
to get away from I call it the city, Saint Hubert.
Yeah.
I want to be quiet. You see, this summer we'll be sitting on the gallery, enjoying the sun.
Mhm.
Go to the lake,
Yeah.
fishing. Gee, that's life.
That is life. That's right. It is. That's crazy. And what else did I want to ask you? So, when you moved in with Nanny, okay? You moved in with her. Were you the one she was working and you were working with the 4 kids? You remember when you said you moved in with Nanny?
Oh,
She was working in the laundry and then you were working in
in the gas station,
okay.
in the garage.
Okay. And you were working, and then when she had the baby, she stayed home and you worked? Or how did that work?
That's right.
Back then, it was the wife stayed home and the
Yeah, but she didn't stay home very long. She kept going. Mommy was
hard
mommy.
worker.
I call her mommy. She was working.
Yeah.
She wanted to get her own money, not depend on nobody.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I was with her. I helped her. We worked together.
Yeah.
But her, she wanted to do her things.
She was
Not to
always
be
running around.
Huh?
She was always running around.
That's right.
Yeah. That's and she also owned apartments, right? You said you guys bought apartments together, or she owned them? What happened?
Mommy bought one
Yeah.
in Montreal,
Okay.
and me I bought one in Saint Hubert, La Flèche.
And how old were you guys when you did that?
Oh, we were in early 40s.
Okay, cool. So you were making extra money on top of
Well,
working.
we thought we were going to make money, but the people screw up on the rent, and they didn't want to pay the rent, and we had a lot of problems. We had to sell that.
Okay.
It was a lot of problem.
Hard job. You have to deal with
People used to call me at 2 o'clock in the morning. She says the door is open. Well, I says, close it. Well, I don't want to make too much noise. Close the door hard. Going to wake up the others. Things like that. So
stupid things.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. And which part of Montreal? Because there's crazy parts and there's normal parts.
Mommy bought that in Verdun.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. When I lived in
No, it wasn't in Verdun. It was in what's
Point St. Charles?
no
La Salle?
LaSalle.
Oh. In the
LaSalle,
which part
yeah.
of La Salle?
And
Because
me, I bought in Saint Hubert
okay.
on
And
Mickey Street. Mickey. I
okay.
had a triplex there.
Huh.
Mommy sold her house, sold her place because I wanted to pass the wires
Yeah.
underground. It would cost $3,000, and she didn't have the money,
Okay.
so she sold the house.
Better that way.
There was a triplex, the duplex.
So she was in charge of one building, you were in charge of the other, and you were still working.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, we did. Yeah, but the house it cost money to keep it. The rent was low. The rent was $350.
Okay, that's nothing. Well, I mean, you were telling me money from then and money from now, it's different.
I started to work. I was getting 47 cents an hour.
Jesus, that's
After 3 months, after 3 months,
yeah.
I went. I went up because I went to union,
Mhm.
so I went up to 72 cents an hour. A year after, they had a strike. It went up to $1.05. And when I left, I was getting $18.50 an hour.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah,
2000.
2000.
That's 44 years after.
Yeah, it goes cuz so your rent was how much in the beginning when you got that job? How much was your rent or your mortgage?
Well, the mortgage wasn't much.
So you
The
could
mortgage was, I think, $400 a month. The rent was $350. I had
while you were making 47 cents? Well, while you were making pennies?
no,
it was-
no, it was later.
I'm trying to cuz I want to make sure like so you got like 47 cents. The price of bread was how much? Like how much was this stuff? I'm curious.
7 cents
Oh my gosh.
for milk. The bread was, I don't know, 20 cents, 25 cents, 22 cents.
Going to the movies was what?
Oh, we went to movies a lot of time.
Yeah.
We Mommy and I I think it used to cost us a quarter each,
Oh my.
or 35 cents.
How do you
Depend
feel about it being $12 now? How do you feel about that?
I feel it's crazy. It's a robbery.
And how do you feel about today, people working today, and the amount they're getting paid? Do you think it's crazy, like the difference in what you've come from and up until now?
Well, today, the salary you're getting paid, you got to watch your pennies.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna you're gonna go from one paycheck to the other. You got to watch what you're doing.
But back then it wasn't like that?
Oh no! I bought a car.
Yeah.
A brand new car, Pontiac
Uh-huh.
Grand, Parisienne. $3,200.
Yeah. And it was
That's in '63.
that was a lot of money, no? $3,200, isn't that a lot of money?
I know.
63? I don't know the the differences in prices, but because you
No, that wasn't. Right now it's 36 and 37. So from 3,000 to 36 right now.
$36,000.
Yeah,
Oh, you bought it brand new.
a brand new.
Oh,
two-tone.
I keep thinking used. I don't know why.
No, brand new
Jeez.
with maroon on the bottom and top, white top. $3,200.
And-
The same car right now is 37,000.
Jeez. That's crazy. And you, I want to know what you feel about minimum wage. Because minimum wage now is $12. Do you know that?
Yeah, but
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel it's no good.
You don't feel it's
You
enough?
get what, 15, 50? How much?
Me, at McDonald's, a manager, night shift, $14.
Well,
Yeah.
$14.
Yeah.
But if you got the union doesn't go by pennies, or they go for dollars.
Yeah.
If you get a raise of 20 cents, it costs you $1.50 for the union.
Jeez.
So you can't make money.
No. Well, we're not unionized, unfortunately,
No, I
and
know.
fortunately. But
At
it's,
CPR, we used to get a raise,
yeah.
20 quarter, 15, 20 cents. The union used to go up $1.50.
Hmm.
So
And you were treated good at that company, right? You were treated as, like, before you retired.
well,
You were treated well or no?
no,
They
it's you had a job to do. You had to do it.
that was it. And back
You were a
then,
number. If they weren't happy about you, they could have let you go.
so
You had to work your arse off.
was it scary for you? Because I remember hearing this, like, back in the day, your day, back in your day, there were no, like, rights. So you were, if the boss didn't like you, he had a problem with you, he could just tell you to leave. That was it.
Yeah, the
You-
union was there to help you, but they didn't help you very much.
You were feared to, because you as a husband, you were as a father, you were the breadwinner, right?
That's right.
And so you had to be scared to lose your job because
That's right.
and they could ask you whatever they wanted
That's
of you, even if it put you in danger.
That's right.
Like what were
I
the
used to load a freight car
okay
all by myself.
a freight car? Isn't that those big
The
tubes?
long car, it was 67 feet long.
Oh my!
I used to load that at night. While the other guy was at a tavern.
Oh my
So
God!
that's how you were treated.
And you couldn't complain, could you?
Well, you couldn't complain, because if you would have complained, tell the union that you were doing it and all that, and the guys weren't there,
Yeah.
they would have something on you and would let you go for the least little thing.
Oh wow.
So
So
you had to keep your shut, work, and that's it.
So-
At 60, I think it was 80 feet, that bloody car.
and you filled that up on your own.
All by myself. The conveyor used to bring the box and separate the box, put them in one end, the other end, and
Did you have any friends at work, or were you alone?
well, friend, yeah.
Are they friends or are they acquaintances? You didn't make real friends there?
No.
Because I could imagine if they treated you like that, you wouldn't want to be their friend.
No, you couldn't trust nobody.
What do you mean?
Well, they were, big mouth. They tell you if you didn't do your work, they used to report you.
Two-Face.
Two-faced.
So they would go to the tavern and make you deal with shit, and then you, aw. So now I want to know, because today it's different. Today we have rights. We can complain. It's everyone complains about everything. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like people should?
No, you're not getting nowhere anyway. Complaining.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I understand.
You're not getting nowhere.
We should do our job and complain at least minimal.
Minimum, yeah.
The minimum, yeah. Anyway, so that's what you think about that. That's crazy though. I thought you would think it's a lot more. It's good that we're getting paid $12.
Yeah, the $12 is what only for 25 cents right now.
That's right. Well, the gas is $1.40. What?
The gas went up now.
Yeah,
The rate
$1.35.
doesn't go up.
No, that's right.
$1.35, for Christ's sake.
That's crazy.
Costs $100 almost to fill a car up.
Yeah.
And minimum salary stays there, still the same. It's no good.
No.
It's crazy.
What
I'm
do you?
glad that I'm not working no more, and I got 2 pensions, and
That's good. So you took a lot of crap, but at least you're taken care of at the end of the day.
I see. I had a happy life,
Yeah.
and I'm still happy because I'm working.
You're working, but you're not really supposed to be working. But
No,
that's
no, it's not a word. You're not supposed to. You take it easy, and you do what you can. When you're tired, you sit down.
What do you think about the younger generation?
Oh, sweet God. I call it this generation.
I'm scared. Wait, my generation or the one after me?
Your generation.
Oh,
The
Be
one
nice.
before you
yeah,
was a lost generation.
yeah.
It's easy to see. This generation is a generation of no brains. All they got is machines.
Yeah.
If they don't have a machine, they can't work.
Okay.
When I went to school, I had to learn 2 and 2 makes 4. Right now, if they don't know, they take the machine and they.
That's right. But why not?
That's a lazy. I call that a lazy.
But why not if it makes your life easier? What happened?
Yeah,
Like,
but because you don't learn nothing. Why you got a brain?
that's true. That's true.
You're gonna be whole. You'll be sitting on your horse, big horse, because you sit on your life, and no, it's no good.
And
The machine is running the people now.
yeah. But what do you think about the technology in terms of I can talk to someone who's all the way
Well,
in
that's
China?
That I'm not against. That's good.
Yeah.
But to get a machine at school, you make an exam and you get a machine to
A calculator?
calculator.
You don't think people should use calculators?
They don't need a calculator. Hey, 2 and 2 makes 4, okay?
Yeah.
4 and 4 makes 8. 12 make 120. So 10. Mom,
Yeah, that's true.
you gotta learn the table. You gotta work that thing here, Pierre.
That's very true. But the thing is, too, I want to know, because back then you didn't need too much complex math, right? Your math was, well, it was addition, multiplication,
right.
it was all that.
Division, yeah.
But now we need it more for
Well, you
more
need more.
technology, right?
No,
There's
you
more
don't need more.
technology.
You don't need more.
No?
A quarter is a quarter, a third is a third, and you don't need a machine to tell you what a third is.
Well, I mean, if you are a doctor, you need to calculate medications. There's always that, right?
Oh, you need a machine.
need a
yeah,
machine.
In that case, yes, you do. You need some help.
Yeah.
You don't want to, I don't know, as a doctor or a...
But
yeah.
for us kids, we should be using our
Imagine if
brains.
you got a teacher in front of you,
Yeah.
and you say, hey, what's 12 times 12?
That's
The
me.
teacher says, well, she takes a machine out, she looks and says, oh, 144.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's me.
I had to learn it.
You had encyclopedias, right?
Yes,
You didn't have the internet. You had encyclopedias.
that's right.
How was that? When you had a question for something, you had to look.
That's right.
What happened if you didn't find the answer?
Well, the encyclopedia was smart enough to tell you where Japan was, what China was, because they got maps.
Okay.
Now you take the machine and say, oh, it's over there.
I can't read a map. I still can't
Well, you
read
got
a
a
map.
machine there.
I have a machine.
You're going to tell you what China is, apart from here.
Yeah.
What part of the world? Well,
And you had to know that. Well,
I had to
you.
learn it, what part of the world it was.
That's crazy. I don't even know. But you. But let's say you had a question, like a question about something, like and you could not find it. What did you do? You just let it go? Like, what happened? How do you do it? Because me, I have it at the tip of my fingers. If you had a question, you couldn't have it answered right away. That must have been really hard for you.
No.
Me, it's rough. When I don't know. I have a hard time accepting not knowing things. You just let it go. You ask
Yeah.
the teacher what happens. They say they don't know.
Encyclopedia used to tell you what.
You still have those, eh?
Yeah.
You still... Do you use them?
No.
No, okay.
No, the machine tells me. No, I
Sorry.
I ask people.
Yeah.
It takes a little machine out. Oh, that's what it is.
Everyone around you is your machine.
Yeah.
Because I know you have
So
a
I'm
book.
happy. I can run the machine, but I got people to help me with the machine.
Yeah, it must be cool to see the difference between you having
It's
to
not-
work.
For the past, I didn't need a machine, but right now. Okay?
Yeah.
It's because I don't know the machine, so I'm like against it.
But I get what you mean because it's like at a certain point we need to have our brain work.
Because you're in St. Hubert, and you want to know in matter of second that in Jersey it's snowing.
Yeah. It's cool. We can see that right away.
Yeah, see that right away.
That's
good.
That's good.
Okay, but at my time, it snows in Jersey. So what? When the roads are open, we're gonna go.
Jeez. So you had to wait in traffic. You had to wait.
No, we didn't have that much traffic.
The amount of cars has increased.
Yeah, like
Wait, the car. When was the car invented? I don't remember this.
oh,
I know it, but I don't remember this. You were born after the car was invented, right?
no, some car were invented before I was born.
Okay, but like 10 years, no? 1920?
I couldn't tell you.
1910? No. I'll check on my machine later. I'll check on my machine.
Some cars were invented in the late 1800s.
Okay.
It was pedal. They call it the for the pedal. They used to run with it.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's cool though. And did you
We
see
used to
those?
we used to put water in the radiator,
Mhm.
and when we got home, I had to drain the water in the radiator, so it wasn't freezing.
So you had a car.
No, we didn't have it. The first car we had was a Pontiac Coupe. My father.
Yeah.
That was I don't know, late 1940s.
Okay.
My father was a tall man. He wanted to buy a Volkswagen, and you couldn't get in. You had to hit the roof. So
Oh my.
he said, that's no good.
So, but you had a car with a radiator with water in it?
But wait, car always has a radiator.
No, but okay. But was it that car you're talking about, or did you have a car before that?
No, everybody that had a car, you had no antifreeze, so they had to drain the water
Oh my God.
when they get home. When you want to go somewhere,
Mhm.
you put water in it and you go where you want to go.
Yeah.
But people didn't go far, right?
No.
Mostly they use horses to go to church. You know,
This was in New Brunswick, right?
yeah. I'm talking about New Brunswick.
When you went to Montreal, there was only cars.
Montreal, they had cars. They had all kinds of. They had tramways. They had all of it.
Jeez,
That's
it
why
was
I was
more
scared.
advanced.
Yeah.
You had the metro, or no? The metro wasn't even invented, right?
No, metro was invented in '64.
Okay, so that must have been different for you too. Did you ever take it when it opened, or?
Sure, I used to work in the machine. I used to take the metro every night.
Wow.
Get off at Montigny.
Hmm.
Take the metro to go to Longueuil. From Longueuil, I take my car and I take the bus, go to my place.
Ay. Long travel. How long did it take you to get to work every day?
An hour.
An hour?
An hour to go to Windsor Station.
Oh, that's a lot. But what else did I want to ask you? Oh,
The last metro was at 12:15, and we used to finish at 12. So we had to run to get the metro. Otherwise, you would stay in the station.
did that happen a few times?
Oh yes, that happened a few times. Yeah.
What did you do?
What did I do?
You stayed there?
Stay there. Went in
Oh.
in the shop and then in the garage, and we stayed there.
And
There was no other way to transportation unless you walk.
well, walking over the bridge. Did you have the Champlain Bridge then? To get to the South Shore?
No, the Champlain Bridge was built. It's 60 years. It was built in 65, I believe.
Yeah.
Got a toll on it. There's a toll on Champlain Bridge, Victoria Bridge, Jacques Cartier Bridge.
There were tolls?
Tolls on it, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you had the Jacques Cartier was the 30s. It was built in the 30s. The Champlain was built when you moved. It was built
Jacques Cartier was built, I don't know when.
34. I checked it out. I was curious.
34?
And the Victoria Bridge is 1800s.
Oh yeah, that's the one in 1800.
And then you have
CPR, Canadian National built that bridge.
Jeez,
And it still belongs to them.
it's crazy. And you took
Champlain Bridge, they built it for the expo.
oh really?
For the expo, yeah.
Interesting. Well, all right. So we'll talk another time there, Grandpa.
Yes, I guess so.
But I learned a lot.
To say this, I tell you everything.
Well, there's lots more to say, but not right now. We'll keep that another day.